What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of this video course. As you can see, this is video number 0.5. Not really sure why I numbered them that way, but this is just another one to break down a few basics that are really important as we get deeper into this coursework. So first and foremost, I want to introduce you to basically the template system that I've used for almost a decade now. I found this. It's called the Story Grid. The guy's name is Sean Coyne. And he has worked with a lot of famous authors and helping them edit their books. He's a book editor. And while this format and his actual work is geared towards fiction writers, I found it to be incredibly insightful and valuable in creating, video content like what we're about to do. And it's a simple 3-part series: the beginning hook, the middle build, and the ending payoff. Tell them what you're going to tell them the thing, and then tell them what to do next. Guys, if we don't templatize our videos, this will become a grind. We'll find ourselves meandering. We'll be going down tangents and we'll be wondering what to say next, or we'll forget parts. And that is not what we want to create our video content. That's not how we want to create our video content. We want this to be the same thing every time, just new information, because most of our people who view our content on YouTube are not going to be consuming 10, 20, 30 videos. They maybe consume a handful or a half dozen, but that's about it. Additionally, when we use a template such as beginning hook, middle build, ending payoff, we are allowing the viewer to know exactly what's going to come next. We're going to tell them what we're going to tell them. We're going to tell them the thing, and we're going to tell them what to do next. So what does this look like? Okay, so if you go back and look at some of my previous videos in the various places that I've worked, you will find that it goes something like this. Today we're going to talk about general liability in New York State. And then I would have a little trailer, 10-second little trailer hook, which would basically just be a moving version of our logo. You can go to Fiverr, you can get that done. You can just put a static image of your logo, or you could just not do it at all. That's not necessary. But the beginning hook would be very simple, 1 to 2 sentences telling that viewer exactly what we're going to talk about in that video. Today we're going to talk about general liability in New York State. Boom. That's it. If you're looking for general liability in New York State, you've found the right video. You get right into it. Don't give 5 seconds before, bam, the minute that video comes on, you're talking. Okay. Then once we get through that little bumper, is what it's called, that little brief interlude with the logo, I would put in something like, "Hi, my name is Ryan Hanley. I'm the founder and president of Insert Agency, and we do insurance differently specifically by giving you knowledge information to make the right insurance decision." Boom. So I've just told them who I am, the business I work for, and our differentiating factor. We lead with education. You have to figure out what yours is. That's, 3 or 4 sentences? Every single time I say that same thing. Every single video. I have it memorized over and over and over and over and over and over again. Okay. Then I actually tell them about what they need to know about general liability in New York State. So, general liability, here's what you need to know. Here's the common limits. Here's maybe some little quirks, whatever. We never talk about specifics, and we never give guarantees. Those are the big things when it comes to creating video. We don't want to talk about specifics because things change, right? So we talk high level, and we never want to give guarantees. We never want to say, if this happens, then this will happen. So we want to talk high level, never give guarantees. So we're going to do our beginning hook, tell them exactly what the video is about. Maybe a little bumper or something, some way to break up your video to a very brief 1 to 3, 4-sentence max introduction of who you are, your agency, and your differentiating factor, and then you give them the information. We want to keep that to 2 to 3 minutes, no longer than 2 to 3 minutes in terms of actually giving them the information that we need to give them, and then we get to the end. And this is the part most agencies miss, is the ending payoff. We don't tell them what to do at the end of the video. So once you're done with your middle build, you've explained the things they need to know about general liability in New York State, I would say something like, and if this is the kind of relationship that you would like to have with your insurance professional, we would love to work with you. There are a bunch of ways you can get a hold of us. You can give us a call. I would insert the phone number. You can visit us online. I would give them the URL. Or there's a button or a link somewhere around this video that'll let you contact us. Whichever way you choose, we look forward to working with you. And then I said that part at the end of every single video. So now I don't have to think about the introduction. I don't have to think about the ending payoff. I'm saying the same things every time. I'm giving a very brief 1 to 2 sentence beginning hook, and I'm telling the reader exactly what they're going to get from that video. And then that middle build is just where I do my job, which is explain the thing. Use this format. This format works, and it's simple, easy to remember, and it will just become repetition for you, right? And you're just injecting new information, but using the same template over and over and over again. It really helps with not getting burnt out doing this work, okay? A couple of the basics that I want to walk you through. Find a consistent recording spot. Find some place with a backdrop that you can use, and we're going to talk about backdrops in a second, but find a consistent recording spot, hopefully that you can just get set up in and just step in front of and go, step in front of and go. If you have to set everything up every time to record, it's going to get monotonous, it's going to get frustrating, and you're just going to stop doing it, basically. Eventually you'll be like, oh, well, I have something better to do. But if it's easy and quick and you can just, bam, you figure out what you want to say, hit the button, stand in front of the camera, go, hit the button, now you have another video, that will make it much, much easier. Always have light in front of you. Natural light is best. That means like windows, etc. But always have the light in front of you, never behind you. You can see, by the way, I'm lit up in this little circle. The light's in front of me. Yes, I do have a small accent light behind me just to give me some depth, but like the main light is in front of me. So I pop nice, you can see me. If that same light was behind me, then you wouldn't be able to see me. I would look all grayed out, and the back would look lit up. That's not what you want, right? So always have the light in front of you. Natural light, windows, etc. are best, and make sure you have a room with no echo. I have a ridiculous amount of echo cancellation in this room. Otherwise, these videos would be terrible. The sound would be bouncing off the walls in my office here. But I put up echo cancellation. That might not be an option for you, so just walk around every room in your office and listen to the echo. And if you hear an echo, you really don't want to record in that room. It's very difficult. It grinds on people. They start listening to the echo and not to the words you're saying, which is what you want them to do. Wear clothes that match your audience, right? If you are high-end professional, wear a jacket. If you're contracting, a hoodie or just a simple button-up, right? If you're personal lines, maybe a t-shirt or a polo. Wear clothes that match your audience. If you're talking to personal lines customers, standard market personal lines customers, and you're wearing a suit and tie, they're going to think you're a schmuck. It just doesn't match what they're looking for. So just very simply wear clothes that match your audience. And it doesn't have to be crazy. These don't have to be super pro. Just whatever matches your audience. Last but not least, don't have distracting backgrounds. That means I get that maybe you have every tchotchke that you've ever picked up ever from every conference you've ever been to on your bookshelf behind you. But like, if it's distracting, people are going to be looking at the tchotchkes and not listening to you. Something clean and simple. I mean, this is just black foam that I put on the wall with a simple light. I mean, this whole thing cost me like $50. Like, just simple, easy. You want people focused on you and listening to you and getting a feel for who you are. You don't want them distracted by your background. So, all right, guys. So these are just video basics. In the next few days, you're going to get the very first installment of the actual video course in which we're going to be talking about your YouTube trailer video, the first video that you need to create. And look for that in the next few days. If you have questions, hit me up on LinkedIn, reply to the emails. Guys, I hope that you're finding value in this so far, and appreciate the hell out of you. All right, let's go.